Okay, Toastmaster Rabi, over to you.
Assalamualaikum. Welcome to the third combined meeting of TCF Toastmasters Club, SOL Toastmasters Club, Say Global Toastmasters Club, and Story Tellers Toastmasters Club. This is a special joint venture which we are doing for the Ramzan, and I hope that we continue it after Ramzan as well. When we do this, we get regular and we have people and the members who are active and who want to continue their pathways can easily do it. So let's keep this going, people, and meet every week and fix a time, fix a date, and just show up for the meeting. This way, we with persistency, we'll inshallah, gain more Toastmasters and more members. Today, the theme of the meeting is What Goes Around Comes Around. And this was given by the president of Say Global Toastmasters Club, DTM Saad Shoaib. So let's give the floor to him.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rabia Zishan, for that warm introduction. Fellow Toastmasters, honorable guests, and and whoever will be watching this video afterwards. Toastmaster is a non-profit organization which is for people who want to improve their public speaking and also their leadership skills. It was founded by Ralph C. Smedley, and it's been in operation for for almost 100 years or round about that. So the theme of the meeting is what goes around comes around, and the thought behind this theme was we usually think of karma as a negative thing, that that if you do something bad to someone, it will it will come back and haunt you. But the other side of the coin is that if you do a good deed, that will be that will come back in in exponential multiples, and that what usually happen in 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 most of our lives. So with that, let's move on to the president of SOL Toastmaster Club, who is distinguished Toastmaster Ali Asharajum. Over to you.
Thank you so much, TTM Saad, for coining this wonderful topic, a theme of the day, and then just elaborating it with stories. Is we just said about the discussed about the karma thing that it's not always bad. It always, if you are positive, taking it as positive, helping others, so uh, so the nature is going to help you in your deeds. So it is quite relevant that we should always positive, do good deeds, regardless of what is happening around, because someday, somewhere, nature is going to help you accordingly. So I guess this is I take on this theme, and you wonderfully just describe the history of the Toastmaster. Now get back to you, so you can reintroduce me as a Toastmaster today.
Thank you very much, DTM Ali. And and now it's time to introduce Toastmaster today, who is surprise, surprise, distinguished Toastmaster Ali Asharanjum, who is the youngest distinguished Toastmaster of Pakistan. So that's an that's an accolade he took from an other person who is in the meeting right now. So with that, over to you, DTM Ali. You're on mute, I think.
Yes. Thank you, DTM Sir. You just said what I want to listen. So, so, so thank you so much, DTM Sir, for your wonderful concisely responding me. Okay. So, Toastmasters and guests, today we have uh, our meeting, a combined meeting which we have started. So our meeting is divided into three segments, which is so prepared speeches followed by the table topics and then the general evaluator being the Toastmaster of of the day. Today I will be moderating this meeting and introducing the role holders and all such things. So let's start with with the uh, with the discussion on the role holders. So first we have a grammarian, and that is Toastmaster Maria. So over to you, Toastmaster Maria, to please describe the role of both wordmaster and grammarian. So over to you, Toastmaster Maria.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aliyasha Anjum. I'll be performing the role of grammarian, and I am the word master. So talking about grammarian in a Toastmaster setup, I will be basically looking at the vocabulary, grammar, and would be encouraging you people to do active listening in the process. And aside from that, being a word master, I'll be introducing the word of the day, which is pragmatic in my opinion. Considering that our theme is what goes around comes around. So people need to be pragmatic at times, because pragmatic, which means dealing with things sensibly and realistically in a way that's based in a practical rather than theoretical consideration. So I encourage you all to use this word as often as possible. And over to the next role. For that, I'll ask Toastmaster Ali Asher to continue. Thank you.
You are also the grammarian?
Yes, being the grammarian, I would be basically looking at the grammar and vocabulary, and would be introducing new words to the meeting, which I already did, which is pragmatic. And languages and grammar is something that I'll be monitoring in the process. Yeah. Anything else that you want to add?
No. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Maria, for a wonderful explanation about the role. Now let's move towards the next role holder, and that is our, I guess our counter is on the way, so we
No,
can
she's here.
move to.
She's here.
Okay.
It's
Azara Ibrahim.
Toastmasters are right.
Okay, so we have found our counter and also the listener, I guess. So she's none other than Toastmasters Zara Ibrahim. So please, Toastmasters Zara Ibrahim, and elaborate your roles.
All right. So am I the listener as well as I'm the counter, right?
Yes.
Okay. Being a listener, I'll be noting down the few sentences used by the speakers, and when the general evaluator call me, I will be asking you guys who said it. And being an counter, I'll be noting down the filler words like ahs and ums, like repetitive words, like just like I said. So I'll be noting down those and will be giving my report when general evaluator will call me. Okay, thank you. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Zara. Now, can you guess who is the timer? Yeah, we have a reflector timer in a meeting or in every meeting. Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster, DTM starts to it. So over to you, DTM Sat.
Thank you very much, TTM Ali Asharan. Fellow Toastmasters, honorable guests, my role as a timer would be to track down each and every segment of the meeting and the time those segment took. So so when you reach your minimum time of qualification, you'll see the green light. Why is it okay? Okay, it's here. So you'll see the green light when you're about to finish your allotted time. You'll see yellow, and when you have reached your maximum time, you'll see red, and after that you'll have 30 seconds to find up your speech or your evaluation for for the for the table topic. You have 22 minutes to to speak. For the prepared speech evaluation, you have 2 to 3 minutes to speak. So with that, it's back to you, DTM Ali.
Thank you so much, DTM Sashay, for the wonderful full elaboration of uh, timer's role as always. So we have our team, the stage is set, so let's begin the battle. The battle within us to, to break the shackles of nervousness and to become a better speaker. So our first step for this meeting is to let's proceed towards the first segment, and that is of the prepared speeches. So our first speaker is none other than the Vice President in Education of Stand Out Loud Toastmaster Club, over a very dedicated Toastmaster, committed it, and a very wonderful human being. So to evaluate her speech and to describe her project, I would like to invite the the uh, DTM Ahmed Abdullah. So over to you, DTM Ahmed Abdullah.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Ashar Anjum. So the speaker is Toastmaster Bia Abid, and her project is making a second. Yes, her project is from the level 1 of pathway, and that is feedback and um, evaluation speech 2. She has given her speech before and she got some feedback on that. And in this project, she will be compensating those things, and the feedback she got, she will implement those things in this speech. And her title of speech is, and the title of the speech is Comfortable or Happy. I repeat again, the title of the speech is Comfortable or Happy. The stage is all yours, Toastmaster Rabia Abid.
Okay. Just let me know if I'm clearly audible so I can continue. Thank you. If I ever get this unpragmatic opportunity to ask a crocodile and an eagle a question, I would ask them if they are happy or comfortable with their lives. Until that time, how about if I ask you that in your perception, in your idea of what their possible answer could be? So you can unmute yourself for a few seconds and answer to this interesting question. Is there anyone who would like to share their ideas? Okay, let me just tell you. Had I been a crocodile, I would have been comfortable. And had I been an eagle, I would have been happier for sure. The question arises here, why? You all must be thinking that why is it so? I want you all to be really attentive for next 1.5 minutes, especially to the facts I'm going to tell you. Do you know a crocodile can live up to 70 years in the wild? Their lifespan ranges from more or less 25 to 70 years in captivity. Listen to this. In captivity, they have been known to reach 100 years of age, the harshest fact of all. They live near lakes, ponds, rivers, wetlands, and some saltwater regions. And they live in a basque. You know what basque is? Basque is a group or colony of crocodiles, just like a herd of sheep. And they do not migrate far, which means they spend their 70 years of life in the same place. Can you just imagine living for 70 years, that too in the same place? Whereas the average lifespan of an eagle is 30 years. Eagle flies alone across the continents, not one, not two, more than two. So can you imagine the countries it has crossed? At minimum 29 kilometers per day. That still works out more. That still works out more than 10,000 kilometers per year. If you multiply this shortest flight to 30 years of age, it makes around 300,000 kilometers. So just imagine the longest flight a day, that is 335 kilometers. Well, it is not the matter of where and what they are born with, but how they evolve in their lifespan does. We are not here to discuss the lives of reptiles and apes, but use them as an example for humans. Imagine yourself living 70 years in the same country, same city, same street you were born in. On the contrast, you live for 30 to 40 years, get to explore all the possible countries, cities, cultures, meet people from around the world, make friends with diverse backgrounds, have thousands of stories and experiences to share. Which version of you think would be comfortable and which to be happy with life? If you look around, you will find hundreds of people. Like 100 is just a very small number. You will find millions of people who are so comfortable in their comfort zone that they even not like the thought of getting out of it, resulting spending the same boring, unproductive, dull, meaningless, empty life they have been living for years. And very few like this level, you find who break the stereotype, stand and walk alone, experience great losses you cannot even imagine, experience great losses, sometimes get rejected by the society as well. But you're surprised, somehow they survive. They are usually entrepreneurs, inventors, trendsetters, but above all, they are happy. There are times when someone, somewhere, tell you, don't do it. You don't have what it takes to survive the wilderness. Don't listen to these voices from outside, but what comes from within you. Listen to your heart and risk. Risk whatever it takes to follow your inner voice in order to be happy. Having courage to be able to follow your heart is a blessing. Let me repeat. Having courage to be able to follow your heart is a blessing. Today, I leave you all with this little, very small question that I want you to ask yourself. If you are happy or comfortable, are you living the life you always wanted, or you're just living the life? Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravi Habib, for concluding your speech on the one of the haunting question of our life, that are we doing right or wrong? Are we on the right place or at the wrong place? So thank you so much for that thought-provoking speech. Now let's move towards our next speaker, and our next speaker is as is Toastmaster Shahzad Khan. So the person who astonished us last week with his wonderful icebreaker. Now he is going to deliver his second speech, and I'm going to evaluate him. So, oh, our next speaker is Toastmaster Shahzad Khan. I don't know his path, but he is definitely on the right path because he just joined the Toastmaster. So today his project is write a speech with a purpose, and then delivered it, and the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. So over to you, Toastmaster Shahzad Khan.
Thank you so much, DTM Ali Ashar Anjum. I hope that you guys can see me now. I've tried to work upon the feedback given to me last week. So now I am standing and delivering, and I think my light was perfect. I have just set it now. So I'm going to begin my speech. Dear fellow Toastmasters, welcome to the stage where we are about to embark on a hilarious journey of cause and effect, a roller coaster of karma, and a comedy of consequences. Today, we are going to talk about that age-old saying, what goes around comes around, and how it applies to our everyday lives. Now, we all know that life has a funny way of coming in full circle. Now, for a reference, last week, thanks to Senior Toastmaster, Mr. Tala, I get to know that we don't use 360-degree if we are referring to our flip. But today, I can surely use 360-degree to support our topic. What goes around, comes around. For reference, like that time you cut someone off in traffic and ended up stuck behind a slow-moving chinchi for next 20 minutes. I know that embarrassment feeling. Karma can be quick like that, and it sure knows how to give you a taste of your own medicine. But sometimes karma takes its sweet time, like that time you cheated on your diet with the Reshmi Paneer Handi, only to find out that your favorite jeans mysteriously shrank overnight. Yep, it seems that karma has a wicked sense of humor and loves to play trick on us when we least expect it. And let's not forget about those embarrassing moments when you try to show off your dance moves at a mehndi where there are lots of yellow lehengas. Sorry, someone came around. So there are lots of yellow langas around only to trip flat on your face. Hey, remember that time you laughed on someone else's misfortune? Well, you're sitting on a chai dhaba and the bhais came to claim their depositings, such as your mobile phone and your wallet, especially mobile phone which you have just bought. And being pragmatic, you only focus on the song आज भी मेरे ख्यालों की तपिश जिंदा है. It's like universe saying, here's a little something for you to chuckle about, huh, dude? But fear not, my friends, for karma can be also a benevolent gesture. Remember that time you help an elderly auntie carry their groceries and then you found out a 500 note on the street. No one is there to claim and you are the only one. Or you help your coworker on their task and you got a surprise promotion. So at work, it's like karma saying, well done, my friend. Here's a little something to brighten your day. So the moral of the story, it's be careful what you do because karma has a sense of humor that can be both mischievous and kind. Just remember that what goes around comes around. So let's all strive to spread laughter, kindness, and good vibes because you never know when karma might be lurking around the corner with a punchline. Thank you, and let's keep the karma comedy rolling. Thank you, guys.
The karma comedy rolling. Can you just heard what he just said? Yeah. And pity for me that I'm going to evaluate him. So, I suggest I have to prepare notes for that now. Now, so while I am going to make notes, let's move towards our next segment, and that is of the table topics. I can see many new faces here, so we will be having a great table topic. So, table topic speeches. So, who is the table topic master? Our table topic master is one of my dearest friend from the Toastmaster fraternity. He, a pragmatic guy, a very adorable person, and a helpful hand for all of us who knows him. He is one of the most privileged one whoever knows him and seek help from him. So he is none other than the hero of the show, Toast table topic master, the second youngest distinguished Toastmaster of District 122. He is TTM Saad Shoaib. Over to you.
Thank you very much, the youngest DTM of Pakistan, KTM Aliya Sharanju. Fellow Toastmasters, honorable guests. It's now time for perhaps the most exciting part of a table topic of a Toastmaster meeting, the table topic session. And yes, everyone is requested to use the word of the day, which is pragmatic, eh, in their speeches. So for this for this table topic, we are about to do something different because the the theme of the meeting is what goes around comes around. So the table topics will actually begin with a story, and 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 the first speaker will continue that 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 story, this the the next person will carry that story forward, and then so on and so forth, and then at the very end the last speaker will will have to sum up that whole story from from where it began. So so, so the last speaker will will actually have their work cut out for them. So to show us, okay, let's let's have a picture before we begin. So everyone say cheese. I think we are done. Do you remember?
Yes, we are.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So so everyone listen very carefully because you can be called upon as the first speaker. It was an early morning. A man was walking on the road and the time was 8 a.m. in the morning. The man the man stopped and he saw the house. The man approached the house and he rang the bell. The door opened. So to carry this this story forward, I would like to call upon the an experienced Toastmaster Azam Ali. So Toastmaster Azam, are you available with us?
Yes, I am available.
So over to you.
Not expecting it. Okay. A man was walking on the road and he stopped. You stopped there.
Yes. And
Okay.
he rang the bell bell of a house and the door opened. Now continue.
Okay. The door was open and there was a person came out from the door, and the person said that he is coming from another city, and when he was driving in the city, the tire of his car got deflated, and he unfortunately it's a latest car, it don't have a stepney in it, and he looked around for a shop to got it repaired, but there was no shop around, and he had been walking around. Then after some time he was forced to uh, get some help. So he said that he had been driving since morning and he's hungry and thirsty and he needs a help to repair his car. If he could help him to inform him about a car, or he could give him some water as well. So the person who came out was very generous and he said that why not? You are a stranger, and in this city, this is a city of who always welcome the guests. So we you are our guest. You should not be worried. We will give you all sort of help. Let's come inside the house. Let's take some rest. Take lunch with us, and after relax, I will call to a shop that the person will also repair the tire of your car. So the person was very excited. He went inside from that man, and that man took him to his drawing room. So that's it from my side, and back to the Toastmaster side.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Asam, for that for that exciting story. The man took took that person to his drawing room. So so the person who will carry this story forward is our guest from Nepal, guest Krishna. So are you with us, guest Krishna? You can just unmute yourself. I think now you can
Actually, he's
unmute.
saying that, yeah, actually, he's saying that he's new and have come after a month. So maybe we
Yeah.
should select someone else.
That's perfect. Yeah. Perfectly fine. So the person who will continue this story. Yes, I was actually about to call you Toastmaster Maria. The person took that man to his drawing room, and then over to you.
As the person was taken to the drawing room, it was in the mind that the conversation should be pragmatic enough to change life of people around. So both of the people, in one way or the other, were trying their best to make difference in life of the other person. The guest basically said that he is from another city, and it has been a challenge to be in a different city and experience life in a different perspective. On this, the person said that everyone has different challenges in life. They have been living here for a very long time, yet their challenge is monotony of being in the same city for such a long period, and they feel stuck in life. Having same routine since 5 to being 25 was what the person experienced. So he said that maybe together when we talk, we are able to find out from each other and learn during the process. They continued the conversation, and at the end of the day, when they would be having an awesome conversation, there would be a humongous change in their life. To know the changes, over to Toastmaster Saad.
There will be humongous changes in their lives, and to tell us what those changes were, I would like to call the master of table topics, Toastmaster Mariam Aftab Kidwai. Are you with us?
I am.
Perfect. So the word of the day is pragmatic, and over to you.
Thank you. While they were discussing about the things that they have witnessed in their life, to give it each other the example of what does this means, the old man to whom the house they were in told him about his life experiences, what he has dealt with, his life experiences of how he was grown up, how he came from India to Pakistan, and how his life changed, the struggles that he has gone through. That was very dramatic. But yes, this gives the other person some lessons that he was learning about, what he might go through after a certain age, that his responsibilities might change. What was he learning at that time was more important than the person was giving the lectures on. Because some of the things that what he might take to his house, then he'll share the other things with the other person. Well, the person that was in his dining room was very surprised by the fact that he allowed him to be in the drawing room with him as a stranger also. He asked him, why did you allow me to sit there? Why did you allow me to come in your house? You have trusted me. I might be anyone. And he said, yes, I might have doubted you, but what if you go out and find the other person? How can you trust the things? How can you trust the universe on that point? That touched the man. Yes, we have to trust someone at some point. And that was one of the lessons he learned. Thank you. Thank you.
We have to trust someone at some point in our lives. That was the first lesson they learned. To know about the second lesson which they which they might have learned, I would like to call guest Malia Akbar to continue this story. So guest Malia, are you with us?
Assalamualaikum. Am I audible?
Yes, perfect. Perfect.
Okay. So the both guests continue their discussion and they learn from each other. While the guest is sitting, the other person the other person said to the guest that I have to attend a meeting. So did you want to attend that meeting with me? And the guest asked him that what is what kind of meeting do you attend? So the person said to him that I will attend a Toastmaster meeting. And I will learn. I want to improve my public speaking skills. I want to improve my communication skills. So therefore, I join an online club, and where you meet with different people as we are meet with each other. It is the opportunity for you to meet more new people and learn from them. So both the member of the club and along with the guest, they both come into the meeting, and they join the meeting to learn from the people. And now this is my story. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Malia, for that amazing continuation of that story. So the word of the day is pragmatic, just a just reminder to everyone. So they were talking about a Toastmaster meeting. To continue this story forward, I would like to call Toastmaster Shahzad Khan. So Toastmaster Shahzad, over to you to continue this story.
Okay, now that they are talking about, now they have attended the Toastmasters meeting and they have learned a lot from that meeting. Now they both being pragmatic, they knew that they have learned quite a few things about the public speaking, but now they came back to their drawing room. They have discussed about the positivity. They have discussed about changing the culture But suddenly the man came from the outside, from the different city, came to know that there is something fishy in the drawing room and in the other rooms which they have just visited. He thought that what is the thing that is tingling around. So focusing on everything, he just came to know that the person that he visited was a serial killer. And he suddenly thought how to escape from this hell that I came in. Now, finding it very mysterious, he got a flattened tire, and he know that he cannot escape from the room if he don't think quickly. So the thing is, he suddenly thought that um, where is the escape time, where is the escape doors, where are the exit doors. He thought pragmatically, and he found out that there is only one window to jump from. And he suddenly, when he got the time, he jumped from the window and ran for his life. Thank you. Over to you.
The man jumped from the window and saved his life. So the last speaker to wrap up this wrap up this story and to mention and to finish it from where it where it began, which was the door open. So so to so to end this story, I would like to call Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim to to conclude this story. Over to you.
Okay, so you made it very difficult by, referring to the serial killer. Oh, I have to think about it. Okay. So, so I have to continue, right? It was such a, okay, 360 turn, I would say. Right. So he jumped from the window, and then eventually he realized that it was the delusion or illusion of himself, something which happened in past. He was thinking about it, and it was that trust that he wasn't that trust which was broken in past, and now he's unable to trust that person again, because there at one point of time something happened like that, and the other person he couldn't trust, and eventually he realized that he was in the delusion, and it was all in his mind. And then he went to that person again, he rang the bell, and then someone opened the door again. It was the same person. And then he asked that, I'm what I'm doing right. So he rang the bell and he started to talk. And then he he asked, the other person asked, where you have been? Like, you were there in my drawing room. What happened? And then he discussed everything, and then he talked about his past. And then he also said that forgetting past is not a game, rather it's a name of pain. So forget the pains from ones you gain and live a life with a drastic change. Be the change, not the same. And then eventually the other person whom he was talking to, he responds that if you're depressed, you are living in your past. If you're anxious, you are thinking about your future. And if you're in peace, you are living in your present. So then, though both the strangers who never knew each other became best friends. So strangers can become best friends just as easy as best friends can become stranger. So this is what I believe, and that's the beauty of being friends. And this is all from my end. And thank you very much for giving the opportunity. Over to you, DTM Saad. Sure.
Very well said, Sarah.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Zara, for uh, for for bringing the, the whole the whole the whole story full circle, and also uh, saying some beautiful poetry along the way. Really, really liked it. So that brings us to the end of the table topic session, and uh, and 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 as the timer, I can report that all of the speakers were qualified, and you can vote via the link available in the chat box. And and with that, it brings us to the end of the table topic session, and it's over to the Toastmaster of the day, DTM Ali Ashar Anju. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master DDN Sashib. Now let's move towards our next segment, and that is of the last segment, one of the most important one, to assess ourselves where we are. And for that, I would like to invite in another DTM, distinguished Toastmaster, DTM Ahmed Abdullah, as he is our general evaluator. So over to you, DTM Ahmed Abdullah.
Thank you so much, GTM Ali Ashar Anjum. The session is going beautifully, and the table topic session was fabulous. Moving forward now, we are moving towards the prepared speech evaluations, and for that we had our first speaker, Toastmaster Rabia uh, uh, Abid, and her speech evaluator is myself. So I will be evaluating her speech. Toastmaster Rabia, first of all, I would like to congratulate you on delivering a wonderful speech. From the topic of the speech, then you share the characteristics of animals, then you relate that to human beings. So that was something splendid. I loved it. And then you also explore the qualities of um, uh, animals and also of people, um, how they react and perform, having different skill set and characteristics. The way you described, to be comfortable, to live in the comfort zone, and to be happy to live out of the comfort zone, and to be courageous. This is something really impressive and uh, touched my heart. And the topic you choose was relevant to everyone. And the few things I saw good in your speech, you use a frequent body language and gestures, like when you are describing things, you use your fingers. The, that was good. You use new terms like boss to tell that, like when crocodiles live in hurdles, live together. And you also explained, yeah, yeah, the yes, yeah, and the way you used your by saying that small things, and like this was really good. Like that. And one more thing, you were smiling most of the time, and you were moving forward towards the camera to give us the feel that you are coming close to the camera to emphasize your point. So there are few things which I feel, if you work upon, will improve your future speeches. So the number one is the vocal tune. So if you are trying to emphasize to be happy and to free, so if you raise your vocal tune, that will be, I think people will feel more um, uh, attentive. The speech was like in the monotone. So one thing is that you moved a lot forward, like not in steps, but you were moving. You're leaning your back forward. So if you could uh, adjust the camera so that you could move back and forward easily. So I think that this will be better. And when you will you were talking about to fly, you can move your hands like this. And when you were talking about to imagine, you can use your finger here. Yeah, this is that. And yeah, in the last you talk about you raised a question. So I said you also raised a question in the start, and along with that, if you could add in the call to action, so that will be great. So this is all from my side. Thank you. So moving towards the next speaker, we had the next speaker Toastmaster Shehzad Khan, and his evaluator is GTM Ali Asher Anjum. So I would like to invite DTM Ali uh, Asher Anjum to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Shehzad Khan. So, in a huge round of applause, please welcome DTM Ali Asher Anjum.
Thank you so much, Titi and Ahmadullah. So today, another day, another recipe, and the speaker just blown us away. And the speaker was Toastmaster Shahzad Khan, a new boy, a new lad in our fraternity, who is just giving his speeches frequently and doing this thing with such an ease. Awesome. I must say that how passionately you deliver your speeches. You are a very good listener. You respond to the feedbacks in your speeches and much more things. I am amazed how you use those language. The language which was beautiful and 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 a very soothing to our ears. That how you knitted all those sentences. I am still baffled. The Toastmaster Shazad Khan, a very well done for writing your speech in a very well manner. Your hand gestures was aligned. Your speech was aligned with the theme of the mid of the day. It was a good thing. One more thing that your approach during your speech, your contents was has satire, laughter, humor, and skepticism. That is something amazing that we usually don't found any speeches, but this is your second speech and you did with great ease. So kudos to you for this. How you can improve your speech, as this is the project about write your speech with the purpose. So if you can improve your speech to by writing it and the using the thumb rule of introduction, body, and conclusion. With your great content, a little bit of arrangement, you can deliver a world-class speech that can astonish people on the world-class level. And I can assure you this thing, you have that capability to do so. So, also this sometime your speech has passion, has all the things. It is more like a monologue. You can enhance that thing by a bit of animation, bringing more characters to your speech. So it will uh, will uh, will give a chance to see that what vocal range, vocal variety you have. So you can work on that. So I challenge you that in your next speech, you should come up with more characters in your speech and write a speech before, practice it. And one last thing, always come up with a speech title as a trailer. You are a brilliant speaker, kudos to you, and over to the general evaluator.
Thank you so much, uh, DTM Ali, for the wonderful evaluation. Now we are moving towards the report sessions. As the general evaluator of the meeting, I am not alone. I have a team of role players with me to keep an eye on the meeting, and these role players have given their all uh, energy to evaluate this meeting and to perform and to deliver the um, reports of uh, today's session. I would like to first invite the um, grammarian and the word master of today's meeting, Toastmaster Maria.
Maria.
Over,
Yeah.
over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ahmed Abdullah. Being the word master, the what I noticed that the word pragmatic was used by most of us, and Shehzad Khan was the one who used it twice. Others used it once. The people who I felt didn't use the word were Toastmaster Maria and Toastmaster Ahmed Abdullah. He didn't use the word pragmatic. Aside from that, talking about being a grammarian, I felt that there were a number of tenses issues, and their preposition usage was something that we should all work on. Like there was we use the word the a lot in the process, and there was a mistake like both the people and the both people. It said it's both the people, not the both people. Aside from that, what I felt was, can you just heard what he said was said in the meeting, and it should be, can you just hear what he said? What I found out an interesting word, like it was said that crocodile herd is there, but when we research, we come to know that group of crocodiles in water is called float, and group of crocodiles on land is called bask. So if even if it's not about land or bask, we should use group of crocodiles. That's all from my side. Overall, I felt that we were 50 to 60% right in grammar. Thank you very much.
I mean, well done. Thank you so much to Toastmaster Maria for the detailed reports. Well done. So moving forward, the next roles are the role of counter and the role of listener. And to deliver these reports and to conduct the listener session that who was attentive in the meeting. I would like to invite Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim. Over to you, Toastmaster Zahra. Are you with us, Toastmaster Zahra? I think she is not available at the moment. So I would
I'm here.
please
Okay, she's available.
please continue, Toastmaster Zahra.
बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। आप बैठे हैं आप? जी yeah. Okay, so is there any report which which is supposed to be given right now? Yeah, I'm the only
Yes.
one left, right?
Yes.
No, we can.
If you can give me 2 minutes, that would be
Yeah,
really
sure,
nice. Yeah.
Sure.
yeah.
Thank
Please
you.
We can come back.
take your time.
We can
So yes,
go for the timers report.
yes. For the time report, I would like to invite DTM Saad to share the detailed report of timer. So over to you, DTM Saad.
Thank you very much, GTM Ahmed Abdullah. We started the meeting a bit late, which is 20 minutes late because we were waiting for some role holders to join in, so we can work on that. And and as for the as for the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Rabia Abed spoke for 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Toastmaster Sajad Khan spoke for very much unlike him. He actually spoke for 4 minutes and 5 seconds. So that was a disqualification of time there for the table topic speeches. All of the speakers were qualified, and for the prepared speech evaluation, it was a very very elaborative and and detailed report. So both the both the TTMs were dis were disqualified because of time. So that brings my bring my brings my report to an end. Over to you, TTM Aman.
Thank you so much, TTM Saad. So then you were said that the speech evaluations were in detail, so I suppose that I was going to disqualify. So when you said both were in detail, so I know that we are both going to be disqualified. But you know that, but that's worth it. It's okay. So I think now Toastmaster Zahra is ready to
Yes.
deliver the accounting report and the listener session. So over to you, Toastmaster Zahra.
Okay. For our counter report, the number of A's and M's maximum used by was TM Zahra Ibrahim. And for other people, I think I haven't noted down because you were too good. You people were like some great speakers in this club, in the overall, because there are 4 clubs, right? So I would say I would present my listener report to you all. And yes, so the first speaker said, imagine living life for dash years. How many years she said? She quoted the number. Imagine living a
70.
very nice.
70.
Yes. Average life of eagle is dash years.
30, I guess.
Wow. Yes. Okay. So she also said before you like humans and she used two what I would say I'm forgetting the name. Okay, I will come on this afterwards. Okay, the TM Shahzad said mentioned one of the senior Toastmasters name.
TM Talab is on.
Yes, and he also used a number like, and then he narrated it with the karma. It was
60.
It was 360 degree. Yes. And what was the last sentence used by like how he concluded his speech, TM Shahzad? Let's keep the dash rolling.
Ball rolling.
Ball? I don't
Ball
no no
rolling.
no.
Comedy of karma.
Yes. Yes. I think he was the DTM Ali Ashar knows all the answers. Okay. So now come to table topics. Who brought 1947 partition to the story?
Toastmaster Mariam Aftab.
Yes. Who brought table topics meeting in the story? And
Toastmasters.
she's gone now. Yes.
Toastmaster Malia,
Malia.
I guess.
Yeah, Malia.
Yeah.
Malia
Yes.
Akbar.
And
Toastmaster.
the man who went out from the window, who ran away, and he was the serial
Toastmaster
killer as well.
Shahzad.
Yes. Who brought lives in the characters by their very positive discussion? You have to guess it. She's the person, and she brought lives in the characters, I would say, like in a very
Toast,
positive way.
Toastmaster Maria.
Yes, Toastmaster Maya. Okay, the one evaluation which was in terms of improvement was given by DTM Ahmad Abdullah was dash to the his concerned, I would say, the speaker.
Vocal variety.
Yes.
To
Ali
action.
Ashar Anjum. Yes, Ali Ashar Anjum's. Can anyone mention two things? Ali Ashar Anjum mentioned to the speaker as improvement points, like one so that they can improve on. Bring more dash to your speech.
More
One
characters.
was
Yes. And
and
last one,
monologue.
it was about the speech. It was about the
Make it
speech.
a speech structure.
I think yes,
Well
but
articulated.
Write
can
the
you
speech.
again?
Well articulated, I guess.
Yes, but there was one thing which he mentioned in the last. It was
Write the
about
speech.
it was the speech title.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful effort from all of you. I think we all were listening very keenly and we did a great job. So kudos to you all. Okay, thank you very much. Over to the general evaluator.
Well done, Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim. So, for the detailed report and session, thank you. So, moving forward now, it's time for the journal evaluator report. We started a bit late. We are for club, so I was, thinking that there will be more um, members in the start of the meeting, and we will start on time. We started a bit late, around 10 to 12 minutes, but we are going to end earlier, so this is a good thing. I think we didn't waste much time. We went quickly. So yeah, there was a theme of the meeting. We talked briefly in the start, and I think that had saved time. The speeches were good, and the speakers were, brief with the speech. They didn't cross the allocated 7 minutes time, and the table topic session was good. I loved it. The way Toastmaster Saad given us a scenario, and each speaker has added to the plot till the end of the table topic session was very innovative and creative for the speakers to add new things and to and to uh, exercise their brains. So this is the session was wonderful. And after that, we had the evaluation speeches. So now we are moving towards the end. So the thing I felt that the like we are four clubs, so there uh, should be more members and like one member taking more roles. There should be more members, so each person could take a role, so there will be less burden on the role uh, players, so that we could perform the task in a better way. So this is the report from my side, and now we are going to move towards. We will talk about the meeting, how the meeting was went, and in the meantime, I will request Toastmaster Saad to launch the big three. Uh, the role of the TD is missing. So you can launch the big three and the best role player polls. So in the meantime, we talk to the guest and take feedback from the members too. Just 5 minutes, I guess we'll do that. In the meantime, please roll the polls. Thank you. So we have a guest with us all the way from Nepal, Krishna. So welcome back, Krishna, after a long time. Please share your thoughts about the meeting, how you felt uh, about this meeting. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. After long time and after some month, now I just joined for your session, so that I am happy for that. And I had met Saad before in some sessions too, so that I remembered Sada and you. And nowadays, I am not in Nepal. Nowadays, I am in PNG, Papua New Guinea. And at the time of Nepal, I had worked as a deaf blind educator. And then after I had worked for the autism babies too, from the age of 5 to 17. I, I had done the job for these two types of disabilities, boys and means the persons with disabilities. And then after some month, I just entered into this session, and now I am very happy. And before that time, I had joined many session from Ahmad sir, so I never forget him. At that time, he had taught me and how to feel stuttering, and how to minimize it, and then after how to be free from the tension, frustration. He has taught me at that time. Yes, thank you, sir, and and all the participants to give me a chance to speak here. Thank you all.
Welcome. Thank you so much. So next we have with us DTM Ali Amjad. welcome GTM Ali and share your thoughts about the meeting.
Yes, thank you very much. So I am glad to be here and happy to see so many faces, attending the meeting on a Sunday. And definitely it's a great thing to see joint meetings because they bring different flavors. So kudos to all of you. I've been traveling, but as soon as I found out that this great meeting is in progress, so I just decided to jump in and say hello and wish you all good luck for a wonderful meeting and great learnings ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, GTM Ali. It's great to have you uh, with us. You are an precious asset to the Toastmasters fraternity at District 1 uh, 22, and especially for, say, Global Toast Masters Club. Thank you so much. So next, do we have someone else? A guest? I think a Toastmaster Mariam is a guest or a club member.
She's a frequent guest. You can
Okay.
say that.
Not a
So,
frequent one.
so please do share your thoughts about the meeting.
It was nice. Well, just for Toastmasters Sastre, I'm no more a frequent guest because I don't know, after such a long time attending any meeting, even my club meeting, I was so irregular. And due to some commitments, something that comes up at the time, and Ramzan is different. After a long time attending, and when he called me for the table topic, I thought I might say not now or something. I said just give it a try because I'll be doing it after a long time. Not I was not confident enough to do that too. But thank you for inviting me. And yeah, I had a good time listening to all of you guys and all the reports. I was here with you all listening to all of those things, and I was enjoying. And thank you for the invitation. Thank you.
And
Thank
now
you.
you know that I'm more inactive than you are, because I didn't know that you were actually not attending the meetings.
You two were missing, right?
Yes, exactly.
So
So
I
Ahmed,
think
the votes are ready.
yes. So we have all the feedback from the guest is done. So now I'm moving the virtual floor to GTM Saad for the vote announcement. So over to you, GTM Saad.
Thank you very much, TDM Ahmed. So the votes are indeed ready for the best prepared speaker, since one of our two two speakers was not able to meet the minimum time. So the best prepared speaker of the meeting goes to Toastmaster Rabia Abid. The best table topic speaker after a very, very tough race, it goes to Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. And the best prepared speech evaluator is no one, because both the DTMs went way over time. And the best role holders award goes to Toastmaster Maria Harim. And the best Big Four award goes to it's actually a tie, and I won't break that tie because that won't be right from my end. So so the best big four award goes to myself and DTM Ahmad Abdullah, and with that the those were the results, and now we can just adjourn the meeting and see you all next week, same place, same time. Until then, bye for now.
Take care, guys. Thank you.